What is today? It should keep you in stitches. Did you know there were sewing machine wars? I'm not talking about physical altercations, heated ones at best. A little backstabbing, shenanigans, and lawsuits. The invention is a fascinating story, so with this episode, we're going to do a deep dive into the origins of the sewing machine. I haven't done a long-form video for this channel in a while, but I felt like I couldn't do this day and story justice without threading the needle. I credit the Smithsonian, Wikipedia, and ChatGPT for the information in this video cross-referenced among the three. Let's get into the fabric of the details. Before the sewing machine, tailors and sewists created clothing by hand, stitched by a single stitch. The concept of a mechanical device to aid in sewing can be traced back to the 18th century. Various inventors in Europe, including Charles Wiesenthal in 1755 England and Thomas Saint in 1790 England, made early attempts at creating sewing machines. However, their designs were not widely adopted or commercially successful. In 1790, the English inventor Thomas Saint invented the first sewing machine design. His machine was meant to be used on leather and canvas material. The device included many practically functional features: an overhanging arm, a feed mechanism adequate for short lengths of leather, a vertical needle bar, and a looper. Saint created the machine to overall reduce the amount of hand stitching on garments, making sewing more reliable and functional. The first American lot-stitch sewing machine was invented by Walter Hunt in 1833. It could have been 1832 or 1833 or 1834. I don't know. My research came up with inconsistent years. The Smithsonian has it at 1833, so we'll go with that. In 1833, Walter Hunt, an American inventor, created a sewing machine with a curved needle. Hunt's machine used a needle with the eye and the point on the same end carrying the upper thread and a falling shuttle carrying the lower thread. The curved needle moved through the fabric horizontally, leaving the loop as it withdrew. Hunt did not patent his invention due to concerns that it would negatively impact the livelihood of seamstresses. The first machine to combine all the disparate elements of the previous half-century of innovation into the modern sewing machine was a device built by English inventor John Fisher in 1844, a little earlier than the very similar machines built by Isaac Singer and Elias Howe. Keep John Fisher's name in mind, as he kind of got screwed over this whole deal. Elias Howe, an American inventor, is often credited with the invention of the first practical sewing machine. In 1846, Howe received a patent for his sewing machine design, which featured a lock-stitch mechanism using two threads and a needle with an eye near the point. This design formed the basis for subsequent sewing machines. Isaac Merritt Singer, an American entrepreneur, played a crucial role in popularizing and commercializing the sewing machine. In 1851, he patented an improved version of the sewing machine, which incorporated various innovations, like a foot treadle for powering the machine and a horizontal needle. So the story goes, Singer had seen a rotary sewing machine being repaired in a Boston shop. As an engineer, he thought it was clumsy and decided to design a better one. The machine he devised used a falling shuttle instead of a rotary one. The needle was mounted vertically and included a presser foot to hold the cloth in place. It had a fixed arm to hold the needle and included a basic tension system. Singer was granted an American patent in 1851, and the foot treadle, used since the Middle Ages, used to convert reciprocating to rotary motion, was adopted to drive the sewing machine, leaving both hands free. A dispute arose when Singer began manufacturing and selling sewing machines based on his design, with Elias Howe believed infringed upon his patent invention. Howe filed a lawsuit against Singer in 1854 alleging patent infringement. The legal battle between Howe and Singer lasted several years and became a highly publicized case. Both sides presented arguments and evidence to support their claims. Howe argued that Singer's machine was essentially a copy of his patented design, while Singer claimed that his machine incorporated significant improvements that made it distinct from Howe's invention. In 1854, a court ruled in favor of Howe, finding that Singer's machine did indeed infringe on Howe's patent. This ruling was significant as it upheld the validity of Howe's patent and established a legal precedent for protecting inventors' rights in the sewing machine industry. As a result of the dispute, Isaac Singer entered into a licensing agreement with Elias Howe. Singer paid Howe royalties for each sewing machine sold, allowing Singer to continue manufacturing and selling his machines while compensating Howe for the use of his patented technology. The dispute between Elias Howe and Isaac Singer highlighted the competitive and contentious environment surrounding sewing machine innovation during that time. Could you imagine that reality show? While Howe's patent and his successful legal action against Singer solidified his status as a key contributor to sewing machine development, Singer's improvements in business acumen also played a significant role in popularizing and commercializing sewing machines. That brings us back to the unfortunate circumstances of John Fisher. Howe and Singer were able to receive the patents over John Fisher due to botched filings of Fisher's patent at the patent office. Fisher did not receive due recognition for the modern sewing machine in the legal disputes of priority with Singer, and Singer reaped the benefits of the patent, as well as Howe. Through the 1850s and 1860s, the sewing machine quickly gained popularity and was increasingly used in the garment factories. With its ability to stitch quickly and accurately, the sewing machine transformed the textile industry, leading to increased production and efficiency. Allen B. Wilson developed a shuttle that reciprocated in a short arc, which was an improvement over Singer and Howe's. John Bradshaw had patented a similar device and threatened to sue, so Wilson decided to try a new method. They're all suing each other. He went into partnership with Nathaniel Wheeler to produce a machine with a rotary hook instead of a shuttle. This was far quieter and smoother than other methods, with the result that the Wheeler and Wilson Company produced more machines in the 1850s and 1860s than any other manufacturer. Wilson also invented the four-motion feed mechanism that is still used on every sewing machine today. This had a forward, down, back, and up motion, which drew the cloth through in an even and smooth motion. Charles Miller patented the first machine to stitch buttonholes. Throughout the 1850s, more and more companies were being formed, each trying to sue the others for patent infringement. This triggered a patent thicket known as the Sewing Machine War. In 1856, the sewing machine combination was formed. Combination? Sewing machine combination? I would have called it like the Sewing Machine Consortium or the Sewing Machine League. In 1856, the sewing machine combination was formed, consisting of Singer, Howe, Wheeler, Wilson, and Grover and Baker. These four companies pooled their patents, with the result that all other manufacturers had to obtain a license for $15 per machine. This lasted until 1877, when the last patent expired. It seems kind of silly now, but I'm sure it was a big deal back in the late 1800s. Who would have thought sewing machines and the evolution of sewing machines would have had such drama, waiting for the streaming series on Netflix or Amazon Prime to pop up? Over the years, numerous inventors and companies made significant advancements in sewing machine technology. These innovations included the introduction of electrically powered sewing machines in the late 19th century and the development of specialized machines for different sewing tasks like embroidering, buttonholing, and zigzag stitching. In the 20th century, sewing machines continued to evolve, incorporating new features and improvements. Computerized sewing machines emerged in the 1970s, which offered programmable stitch patterns and automatic functions. Today, sewing machines are available in various models, from basic mechanical machines to advanced computerized systems with touchscreen and integrated software. The sewing machine has had a profound impact on the textile industry, enabling the mass production of clothing and other fabric items. It has also empowered individuals to create their own garments and express their creativity through sewing. The continuous advancements in sewing machine technology have made sewing more accessible, efficient, and versatile. As far as how we got to have a sewing machine day and the origins behind it, I consulted my friend ChatGPT. The best invention since, well, the sewing machine, of course. According to ChatGPT, Sewing Machine Day is not a widely recognized or official holiday. It does not have a specific creator or organization associated with it. It is more of an informal observance that has gained popularity among sewing enthusiasts and communities over time. The exact origins of Sewing Machine Day are unclear, but it is likely that it emerged as a way to honor and celebrate the invention of the sewing machine and its impact on society. People who are passionate about sewing and appreciate the history and significance of the sewing machine may choose to commemorate this day in various ways, such as organizing events, sharing information, or engaging in sewing-related activities. Whether you're a professional seamstress, a hobbyist, or simply someone who appreciates the art of sewing, Sewing Machine Day offers a chance to recognize the machine's significance and its impact on various aspects of our lives. Terrible joke time. I stole these, so you can't blame me. I can't remember any sewing jokes. I'm running out of materials. My friend composes songs about sewing machines. He's a singer-songwriter. My wife's sewing machine isn't working properly. Not sure what's wrong with it, though. It just seems a little off. How did you know the thief was a seamstress? She seemed to be following a pattern. Why are Christmas trees so bad at sewing? Because they drop all their needles. Girl goes to a doctor. Girl says, "Hi, doctor. Have you found out what my condition is yet?" Doctor says, "Yes. Do you like sewing?" Girl says, "Yes, but what does that have to do with any of this?" Doctor goes, "You seem stressed." All right, I'm going now. Have a good sewing machine day. Go sew something, would you?